All right, Josh, how's your race today?
How'd you go, Josh?
Yeah. Yeah, 20 minutes warm up, like 40 minutes maybe.
Yeah.
20 minutes warm up, then we'll do some 50s and 100s simulation.
Yeah.
So we'll just count the strokes, maybe like 40 strokes, 80 strokes. That's the business. So I thought we'd weigh in on the coffee debate, and I'm wondering if there's anyone else in triathlon that roasts their own coffee.
Roasting their coffee.
It's a good question. I guess we bought a coffee roaster. It's not like it's a easy or convenient thing to do. It's kind of a pain in the ass more than anything. That's it.
Sure. It's too late for me. Oh, it's too hot, but it's good.
Did you hear that? A few months ago, I was getting ready for my last race, which was Ironman Cairns, and that was at the start of June. And it was like he gave me a bit of a hall pass to go do those long training days. A lot of them unsupported. I didn't, of course, ask you to sag any of my long runs or anything like this, but he allowed me to do those big training days I needed to do for Ironman in June. And then after that race, we literally went straight into your pre-Tokyo training camp.
Yeah.
And it was about me, I guess, letting go of my goals. I knew there was nothing on the radar until this race in September, 3 months, more than 3 months down the line. So
You were so supportive in everything I did, and there were so many opportunities or things where I put on the back burner because I was like, no, it's, we got to 100% focus for Tokyo. And that's just not like a choice of like, what races you're doing or options. It's like, yeah, it's a commitment, and it's a big commitment for a long period of time. I guess like every little thing that I've learned and done in my career has kind of was leading into a big race like Tokyo. So I guess to fail at that, which like I feel like I've done, emotionally it's really hard. So especially after then doing 2 weeks in quarantine, emotionally and physically I just didn't feel ready to take on a half distance, something that I'm not used to. I've only done a couple and haven't fully prepared for it, so I feel like I'm probably better use helping you and just getting myself right to get on the race course when I'm ready.
to backpedal a little bit, your definition of failure as the athlete competing might be different to everyone else's though, because none of us in this room have been to the Olympics. I'm sure most people who might watch this video have never been to the Olympics. They might know somebody who has. That might be you or someone else. But that can't be seen as a failure at all. You're one of the lucky ones. You worked hard and you earned it, and it's not a failure.
Yeah, I know, and I'm proud of how I prepared and what I've dealt with in the last few years, I feel like, but it doesn't help that I didn't race to my capacity. I can be proud of what I achieved to get there. I am proud of that, and I'll probably become more proud as time goes on, but my point is that I didn't race to my full capacity on that day. Like it was far from the best version of myself, and that's what really, I guess, makes me sad, but also makes me appreciate the Olympic Games and people who can succeed on that one day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think as athletes, we're always going to be the harshest critics on ourselves. I know I definitely am after my races. And you said before that what's prevented you from starting this race on the weekend is being emotionally and physically drained, which we tend to experience quite a lot as athletes, and that maybe goes not so appreciated by the people who might just watch from the sidelines. It takes a massive emotional toll. There's such a build-up. When you went to the airport, that was not job over, but it was like job done.
Yeah.
Got you on your way, and that was
Yeah.
kind of like a weight off my shoulders too.
Can we just change to something else?
Fuck!
Yeah, you've never used this before, hey? Wait, someone has said the guy had to,
Sorry,
they had to trim down those bolts.
I might just quickly take them off. No. Let's get rid of them, eh? Oh, what I can do is you can move that up. You can move this plate up.
What do you like that I do for you when I'm in a supporter role? Is it just the feeding aspect, or do I provide anything else?
No, it's good. I'll probably get you to run down the shops
Yeah.
soon to get some bits. We got lasagna for dinner, which you already made.
Yeah.
We bought that with us.
I made some sourdough too, but this is all food related. Do I give you
But
anything?
yeah, it's important. It's important because I feel like when you get to the couple of days before the race, every single task you do chips away at your energy level. And it's just mundane stuff, but
Yeah.
it's the stuff that seems significant before a race. These helmet numbers. Are you good at helmet numbers, Ash?
Sorry?
Are you good at helmet numbers?
Yes.
And I think
I love you when you do that stuff. Like it
Yeah.
saves me. Like it's actually, yeah, it sounds weird, but it's everything takes energy.
Yeah.
So,
And I think that it's good because we kind of have an understanding now. Well, we're both athletes. We would understand what each other needs and the task that needs to be done.
the race started with a gun.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
good. To get off to
So the race started with a gun, ran in the water, turned the arms over.
Yeah.
I think I kicked a guy in the head, but I think that meant he swam into my feet, so I don't know. I would have liked to have stretched it out. I thought the way I was going to win this race was solo off the front. You know, I didn't really think that I could outrun the other ITU guys. You know, I mentioned before the race, you know, Nick Free. I thought he would be pretty on. Caleb Noble, you know, he's 29-minute 10K run. I knew I wouldn't be able to get off the bike with them or close to them and still be able to win the race. So I wanted the solo break. What I wanted to do then was maybe play a bit of strategy, and just kind of filter back through the pack. We were in the position where Lockie was at the front, riding hard, and we could let the gap extend out, and one by one the guys behind Lockie would pop. And so then, you know, we'd go around and bridge the gap, but every time someone was stinging up their legs behind Lockie, it just meant there was another gap to fill and potentially another opportunity to get away. So eventually halfway through, that opportunity came and we forced the gap pretty easily, really. 11K in, closing down on the first lap. It could have even been 12K. Nick Free came past me like a rocket, so didn't want to count myself out. I thought there's a chance that it could still blow, being first time at the distance and potentially a little bit naive. So I wanted to keep myself in that, like in the running for the win. But yeah, he just trotted away, and it was about conserving second at that point. Caleb Noble was 30 seconds behind me. So yeah, I feel like it was just a really good battle the whole way. I never really ran stride to stride with anyone, but I was in the lead for a long time, fighting off other challenges behind me, and that was like all the way through to the finish. And obviously finishing second, that was like extremely satisfying as, I guess, a non-runner to be in the mix in the run and actually like forcing people's hands, and yeah, dissolving some guys in the process. So it was pretty cool.
And is that as satisfying as like winning off the front?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, you don't want to be a one-trick horse, do you? Like, it's nice to have a couple more tools in the toolbox.
Yeah, I think that was a really good race because, you showed your strength and your mental fortitude when maybe it wasn't the most optimal situation for you.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I've been in that situation a lot of times in my career where it's the one situation in the race you want it to avoid and it's happening, and you've got to find some way to dig yourself out of it or stay positive or whatever. Yeah, it's good. It would have been nice to win, but whatever.